Let's walk through the fastest method to add custom palettes to your Blazblue game on the PC. First, you need to install the improvement mod from this Discord link in the description. And this can either be the Central Fiction improvement mod, or it can be the Cross-Tag Battle improvement mod. So you want to get it here or here, and just grab the latest link. So let's go ahead and boot it up to ensure we have the mod correctly installed. You can see on the top bar, we have the mod installed correctly because you have the scrolling window there. For further proof, we can press F1 and then you see the client here, which shows the mods installed. So let's leave the game here because we can actually install the palettes while the game is running. Let's go ahead and go to training mode. And for an example character, I'm going to use Susano. And just to confirm I have no palettes installed, let me go ahead and go to custom palettes here. Let's go to player 1, which would be Susano. As you can see, they're labeled Hibiki, Susano, and there's just a default. There's no palettes currently. And we're going to first demonstrate the easiest way to install a custom palette by installing a random palette for Central Fiction. So let's go to this channel in the Discord. And since the timeline is ordered based on the date and time it was uploaded and not the specific character, then maybe you'd want to have more of a filter list and search the palettes for an individual character. So you can do that by going to the top right, and let me just, for example, type in Susano. And here will be a better way for me to just try and find palettes that were made specifically for Susano. So I see one that has like a Cyber Akuma themed, from Marvel superheroes, like a classic Street Fighter. That looks cool to me, so let's go ahead and install it. Let's test it out. So let's go to Cyber Akuma right here and make sure the format's in CFPL or HPL. Let's go ahead and download. What I'm going to do here is go to Common, where our main Steam game files are located. I'm going to go to Central Fiction. I'm going to go to Blazblue Central Fiction improvement mod folder, go to palettes, and then scroll down to Susano. And I'm just going to save it here. And let's find another palette. So I'm going to go down here. Let's see if we can find something else. And okay, that looks cool right here. This is from Justice from Guilty Gear, so it's a palette themed for that character. Looks pretty cool to me. CFPL, let's go ahead and do it. And again, save it in the same spot, which is this tree right here. And you can already see Cyber Akuma's here, so save it. Now let's minimize this. While the game is still running, let's go ahead and press start to resume it. And as you can see, at the moment, the palette still isn't installed. And the only thing I need to do is click this single button here that says reload custom palettes. And as you can see, both palettes are here. And I can scroll and select them as I'm attacking, right? For Hibiki, you already have a couple of palettes as well. So as you can see here, you can just scroll down. And these are the palettes I've installed for him. So you can do this for any character. It's very quick, very easy, and I think it's the recommended way. So quickly, let's go ahead and do this, but do the same process, but just for Cross-Tag Battle. So now let's go ahead and load up Cross-Tag Battle and get to an in-game state so we can load a palette. And as you can see, if I press F1, then I have the improvement mod successfully installed. Go ahead and go to training. Let's do 2 Ruby characters. Ruby Rose. And let's do Yang. And this time we'll navigate to the palettes folder, but for Cross-Tag Battle. So right here. So I'm going to go ahead and look for a couple palettes for Ruby and Yang. And this time, instead of using the search tool, I'm just going to randomly see if I can find a palette for Ruby and Yang on the timeline. Okay, Biken for Yang. Let's go ahead and do that. Now for Cross-Tag Battle, the palette format needs to actually be an IMPL format. Now you can actually use HPL format, the same one we use for Central Fiction. However, you need to convert it. And I'll provide a link in the description to where you can download a converter that you can do that. Let's go ahead and download this one right here. And now let's back out of here to Common. Let's go to BB Tag. Go to the improvement mod folder, go to palettes. And here they have it nicely labeled for us. And so let's go ahead and go to Yang and save. So after a bit of scanning throughout the timeline, I found 2 Ruby palettes that are in IMPL format. So I'm going ahead and just grab both of them. You can grab as many as you want, really, as long as you throw them in the right location. And make sure the name is something identifiable, because you don't want to come months later and forget which palette is which. Of course, you could always go to the game and look at it, but that's a little more tedious. So go ahead and save, and let's go right here. Let's save this as well. And now all we're going to do, just like last time, is minimize this, go back to the game. So in this case, it's not separated, and you have the default game palettes. And it seems there's a total of 15 palettes. And so what I'm going to do here is just go ahead and go to reload custom palettes, and then go here. And as you can see, there's actually a bracket to split the palettes, but here I have the two palettes I just downloaded right here, and they work, and it can all be done in game. No need to exit out and do multiple steps. Very easy. So the same way for Yang, I'm going to go ahead and switch
into the fray.
Go to custom palette for character 2, and as you can see, I have Baiken's Strive version of Baiken for Yang. And there we have it. As you can see, everything works. It's the easiest way to change palettes, and it works for both Central Fiction and Blazblue. So if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, join my Discord, follow me on Twitter, and thanks for watching. And also let me know if you want to see these quick videos in terms of fighting game mods and stuff like that. I really enjoy doing them as much as I enjoy installing them, configuring them, and playing them. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.